2K15. We're playing Hall of Pain.
In April of 2011, fury was unleashed. And no one was.
Here comes the world's strongest man.
This contest is set for one fall. Approaching the ring first, from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Well, King, Big Show has taken credit for waking up Mark Henry, but at this point, given what we've seen from the world's strongest man in recent weeks, Big Show may live to regret that.
Yeah, I think you're right, Cole. We've seen a new side of Mark Henry of late. How about capital punishment when Henry slammed Big Show through the announce table? I mean, that was unreal. You remember that goal?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. Here comes the Big Show. Oh.
Standing at 7 feet tall, weighing 485 pounds, here is the Big Show.
Big Show admitted last Friday on SmackDown that he started all this. He attacked Mark Henry out of frustration from a situation involving Alberto Del Rio a number of weeks ago, and it's ballooned into this.
Well, Big Show says he lit a fire under Mark Henry, but he also claims he'll be the one to put it out. We're going to find out here tonight.
As we started, let me provide you with some statistics so you can put all this into perspective. Big Show has 37-inch thighs.
Wow.
Mark Henry's thighs are 34 inches in circumference.
Oh, my God. Not for nothing.
I was
but
gonna
who's
cover
the
high
unlucky guy whose
Mark
job
Henry.
it
I was
was
like,
to measure those two
no.
guys' thighs?
Big Show's chest, 67 inches. Mark Henry's, 62. Big Show's shoe size, an amazing 22.5E. Mark Henry's, 20.
Was it you, Cole, that measured their feet and their thighs?
Yep.
You know, Cole, I had the unfortunate privilege of competing against Mark Henry in his very first ever match back in 1996. I knew then that he was going to be a force. I just didn't realize how long it would take.
Of course, King conveniently left out of the results of that match. For those who keeping score at home, Mark Henry defeated the King that night via submission.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, but you don't have to rub it in, Cole. Hey, listen, you would have given up too if you were caught in that backbreaker. That thing was vicious.
In all seriousness, though, King, you're right. It's taken Mark Henry longer than expected to reach his full potential, but now that he's here, look out. It doesn't look like anybody can slow the world's strongest man down.
Now, let's not forget, Big Show had that knee seriously. Was run over by Alberto Del Rio's car.
You would have to think Mark Henry will target that injured knee, King, if he wants to chop this giant down, get him off his feet. Going after the injured knee would be the way to do it.
Yeah, and if Mark Henry can take out that knee, he will have a big... Are you kidding me?
Devastating. Simply devastating.
Ever since Mark Henry was drafted to SmackDown back in April, we've been witness to an amazing evolution. The world's strongest man has been absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah, just look at what he did to Kane a few weeks ago on SmackDown. Henry's world's strongest slam flattened the Big Red Monster like a pancake. That's it. He's done.
The world's strongest man.
And Mark Henry's going for the pin. What a kick out by Big Show.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh,
I
trying to
can
put
induct him
him
into the
away.
Hall of Pain.
That's it. He's out.
Everywhere these two superstars go, they leave destruction in their wake, King.
Yeah, especially Mark Henry of late. In his own words, he said, you look at me sideways and I'll break your face wide open. That doesn't sound good to me.
Hey, nobody's safe around Mark Henry. We've seen him assault an audio technician a couple of weeks ago, and last week at SmackDown, even the cameraman, timekeeper, and people at ringside didn't want to come to work for fear of their safety.
You know, Cole, I haven't seen this much fire from Mark Henry since he won the ECW Championship, the Night of Champions back in 2008.
And, of course, he pinned champion Kane during that ECW Championship in a triple threat match. It also included Mark Henry's opponent here tonight, The Big Show.
For 15 years, the WWE Universe has been waiting for Mark Henry to wake up. Well, here you go, guys. He's up, and he is intense.
Never before in Mark Henry's career has he been such a tear. Never before has he been as dangerous as he is now.
Could you imagine what a win over Big Show would do for his career? You can bet World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton has one eye on this match right now.
No.
Oh, jeez.
God. Oh, come on.
All that power was put to good use.
I think the Big Show's at it.
Oh, mama! I think I saw a tooth fly out.
Oh, look. There goes Mark Henry.
And that's why he's the world's strongest man. The kick connects.
Mark Henry just enjoyed himself. Look at him.
Woo, a little showboating going on here. Playing mind games.
Yeah, a little intimidation there. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
Big Show okay here.
Uh-oh, look at this.
He's doing it up again. No.
What a move.
Gosh. He's gonna do a splash again. Oh.
Incredible counter.
Oh, the Big Show saved himself
Then
that
you're
time.
gonna
Oh.
look at the WSM, world's strongest man. A clothesline out of
Oh.
nowhere.
And that's why he's the world's strongest man.
It seems like the Big Show's trying. Oh, the referee! Oh, of course. It couldn't be
Oh, that's a brutal headbutt.
my type of match, my type of stream without a referee getting attacked, I guess.
A quick reversal by Mark Henry.
Of course the referee had it to get in the way.
One word describes this assault. Punishment. He's absolutely punishing his opponent here.
I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go.
Ugh. Oh,
That was
God.
just unadulterated power.
Look out! Headbutt!
Just trying to
Oh,
goad his
we just
opponent
missed
into making a
everything.
mistake here. In the near 400 pounds comes crashing down.
That felt like a poke.
Oh, now you've done it. You made Big Show mad.
And he does it one more time.
Big Show thinks he's all that. Oh,
Man, great move.
The
Big Show
headbutt.
on the receiving end. Whoa!
He's measuring.
it's going up. That is too high.
That's it.
Oh,
He's
come
done.
on.
Uh-oh, look at this.
That's it. No, please. No. Oh, come on.
Look at this.
Come on.
And it's over. Mark Henry with an upset win.
Oh. Poor Big Show. Squashed. Now he's after Kane.
I guarantee you one thing. Kane is... Here we go. Mark Henry knows he has injured prey in that ring, and now he's going to feast on it.
Oh, man. I don't like Kane's chances here. Mark Henry may very well end Kane's career here tonight.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him, King. This new ferocious side of Mark Henry will stop at nothing to prove his dominance.
And now it is show-off time.
Mark Henry should enjoy himself, even though that he's facing something he's already hurt.
right now.
Come on.
Oh, and he got dropped.
No. No, don't do it. Oh, Mark Henry. Come on, get.
Oh! World's strongest slam!
That's it. I think I just heard Kane scream.
Oh,
no,
God,
not more.
And a splash!
Mark Henry completely laying waste to Kane. That's enough.
Mark Henry's been unstoppable. No, not again. Not again, come on!
Yeah,
Wait
we
a
saw him
minute.
do this to the Big Show.
No.
Oh, you don't think he's planning on doing that to Kane, do you?
I don't know, but somebody's got to do something, King.
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry hell-bent on destruction again here.
Oh, watch out, referee. writhing in pain right now. His ribs, his midsection got to be just busted apart.
Oh, he's going to try to do the same thing he did to Big Show.
Oh, no, Mark Henry going after the leg of Kane.
Oh, my God, somebody's got to stop this guy.
No, don't do it. No.
Kane is helpless, defenseless.
And that left leg of Kane with that steel chair wrapped around it. And here goes Mark Henry.
Oh, my God. Mark Henry again. 400 plus pounds. He's going to break his damn leg.
Oh. Exactly what Mark Henry did to Big Show. He's just done the same thing to Kane.
Another inductee into Mark Henry's Hall of Pain. Who can stop this man?
Yeah, you're right. This is a new and much more vicious Mark Henry than we have ever seen in the past.
Dangerous.
Stay out of his way if you can.
That's what I thought. You stay down now.
Very happy with what he just did right there. Everyone was afraid to face him. And then Sheamus was like, oh, I'm not afraid of Mark Henry. I'm gonna do this. Everyone. Mark Henry accepted the challenge from the Celtic Warrior. So now it's Mark Henry versus Sheamus.
You know, King, you have to give Sheamus credit. The Celtic Warrior stepped up to fight Mark Henry when nobody else was willing to.
Oh, well, I certainly respect his bravery, but I also wonder if he knows exactly what he's gotten himself into. Mark Henry has become like a human wrecking ball, Cole.
Well, never before has Mark Henry been as dangerous as he is now. Wherever this behemoth of a man goes, destruction always seems to follow.
Another stiff kick.
All right.
King, here's a staggering statistic. This is only Mark Henry's second SummerSlam match. His first one came in 2008 when he lost to Matt Hardy via disqualification.
Wow, that is amazing. And if I remember correctly, that match back in 2008 only lasted about 30 seconds.
You're absolutely right, King. Using that math, it's safe to say that Sheamus has more SummerSlam experience than Mark Henry, despite debuting nearly a decade and a half after Henry.
And of course, with Sheamus losing to Randy Orton last year, both superstars are chasing their first ever SummerSlam win here tonight. Now, I hate to say it, Cole, but Mark Henry has turned into an absolute bully. There's no other way to put it.
I don't believe Mark Henry is a bully by any stretch of the imagination.
You don't?
Where I come from, a bully picks on people who are smaller than him. Mark Henry has not picked on people smaller than him. Kozlov. It's not like he's picking on puny guys. He's not picking on Rey Mysterio.
Well, in my eyes, Mark Henry has had guys down. He's had them beaten. But rather than end the match, he continues to hurt them. To me, that's a bully.
In an exclusive interview with WWE.com earlier this week, Mark Henry said, quote, I like breaking people's legs because it's not temporary pain. The pain lasts a long time.
Are you kidding me? Mark Henry really said that, Cole?
Yes.
Well, if you ask me, that's the statement of a bully.
Well, Mark Henry did break the legs of Big Show, Kane, and Kozlov, and Johnny Curtis would have been next in his SmackDown debut if it wasn't for Sheamus.
How hard is it to hurt Mark Henry? I mean, you may daze him, you may stun him, but to hurt him like the way he hurts his opponents, it just isn't going to happen.
The man's a human demolition machine. I don't know if there's a man alive that can stop him at this point in his career.
And that's what scares me, Cole. This roll he's on doesn't seem to be slowing down at all.
And that was a huge count.
Nice.
Well, of course, later on tonight,
fighting
we have the
first.
historic main event featuring John
sometime
Cena
out.
battling CM Punk to determine which superstar is the true, undisputed WWE champion.
Oh,
and your
yes,
special
that.
guest referee for that match, none other than the Game Triple H.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome.
And I did that match. So if you check out my
What
other
a
stream,
powerful counter by Mark Henry.
you would,
And he
you would
gets
know who
leveled.
won from that.
He almost took his head off with that lariat. Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
Look out! Headbutt! Oh! Did you hear the impact from
wow,
that headbutt?
What a head. Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
Taunting right in front of him. What is this?
And would you look at the face on the world's strongest man?
He's taunting all about his shape
A
his face.
textbook reversal. Can he follow up? There's another headbutt.
Ah, come on
Oof.
now.
Sheamus had no clue what just hit him.
Oh,
Look out!
there
Headbutt!
that. Oh!
Reversed it.
Good move
Reverses
there.
to the headbutt and
He was
another
one
one.
step ahead on that
Another
one.
one just
You
slammed.
hear how his leg connected?
He does it again.
See, Sheamus.
How the heck do you
I
get
don't
up from
think.
that?
It's like you can't handle Mark Henry right now.
Whoa!
He's
No,
measuring.
he's going up. And
You're gotta be kidding me!
slam.
Devastating. Simply devastating.
Gonna get the world's strongest slam. Go. Just do it. God,
Look at
here you
this.
go.
Mark
Oh,
Henry
man.
going for that slam, but look
Oh,
out! A pro kick
no
by
kick,
Sheamus.
no.
Oh, and it knocked Mark Henry clear out through the ring onto the floor. Wait a minute.
Oh, that's bad.
That is not what Sheamus wanted. How's Sheamus going to get Mark Henry back into the ring?
Yeah, major issue here for Sheamus.
Oh, brother. That bro kick landed. It hit its mark. No pun intended. But now getting Mark back into the ring is going to be a job.
That's 400 plus pounds.
Oh, see if you can get him up there, Sheamus. And look out! Mark Henry still with some life left in him.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, Sheamus spine first to the post.
Oh, man. And
Driving Sheamus through the barricade.
did you see that, Cole?
Oh my God.
Mark Henry busted that entire barricade down with Sheamus' body.
Incredible. How do you stop Mark Henry? He's been a wrecking ball.
How does Sheamus survive what just happened to him? That may be it for Sheamus. I don't see how he can get back up and continue.
There's no way.
I think that's it.
Is there any way possible for Sheamus to get back into the ring? Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Plain and it's imperative he gets back in the ring right now.
How fired up is Mark Henry for this?
Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here. This is uncalled for. What's Mark Henry doing?
That's it. Mark Henry wins.
Mark Henry continues his domination with a big win over Sheamus.
Yeah, but you have to give Sheamus credit for stepping up. But there was just no stopping Mark Henry here tonight.
Poor Sheamus. At least he didn't get inducted. That's for sure.
With a wake of devastation behind him, Mark Henry would next set his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship. The world's strongest man would...
19 others. Now here it comes. Mark Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was
World
September
Heavyweight
22nd,
Championship match.
1996, 15 years almost to the day, that Mark Henry debuted in the WWE. His debut match was against the man sitting to my right,
Randy Orton.
Jerry the King Lawler. King, did you know then that Mark Henry would be so dominant?
Let me tell you, Michael, once he hit me with a shoulder block that sent me through the ropes and outside the ring with my face up against the metal barrier, that's when I knew Mark Henry had big things in store for him.
So it's Mark Henry versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. Tonight at Night of Champions.
There's been so much talk about Mark Henry and his devastation, especially to this man, Randy Orton. But the question is, have we...
Oh, what was that? I feel a bit glitched there.
Randy Orton is going to have to use his quickness tonight. He won't be able to overpower Mark Henry in this one.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if Randy Orton can even physically execute his RKO or DDT off the rope against a man the
Pretty
size
sure he
of
can,
Mark
because
Henry.
in
Time
one
will
more
tell,
match,
Jay.
they
One
showed
thing's for
that
certain, though.
he can
Randy Orton
RKO
always plays
Mark
mind
Henry.
games. If he can put some doubt into Mark Henry's head, the Viper is going to have a great chance here tonight.
But this is Mark Henry's story.
Boy, did he get dropped or what?
He does it again.
King Mark Henry's entire career has led him to this point. 15 years of setbacks are now all in the past, and this is his opportunity to prove that he is truly as dangerous as he's appeared to be the past few months.
Oh, and what a 15 years it's been. There have been plenty of ups and downs for Mark Henry. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we saw him as a member of the Nation of Domination, become European champion, ECW champion even.
Yes, but I actually see Mark Henry do such things as, well, father a hand.
Ooh, I remember that. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. It's whether you learn from those mistakes that counts most. By the way,
True.
I wouldn't bring that up so loudly if I were you. I think he's within earshot. You know, I thought it was telling to hear Mark Henry talk about his injuries and setbacks Friday night on SmackDown. In his words, he just didn't cut it. He wasn't ready to be champion.
I think Mark Henry has put all that in the past. This is a new Mark Henry, and for the past 6 months, it's all been about the domination of the world's strongest man.
No, you're absolutely right, Cole.
Mark
This
Henry
is a new
building
Mark
up
Henry.
momentum.
It took him 15 years to get here, but now that he's arrived, there appears to be no stopping him.
King Mark Henry is more dangerous and reckless than ever before, and he's proving it right now against Randy Orton.
Oh, you're right. Mark Henry
Randy
promised that he would
Orton's
induct
down.
Randy Orton into his Hall of Pain here tonight. And from the looks of it, he's looking to make good on that promise.
But at the same time, if anybody can stop Mark Henry, it's Randy Orton. And that RKO, as we've seen in the past, can come out of nowhere.
You know, Cole, tomorrow will mark the 1-year anniversary of Randy Orton capturing the WWE Championship in a thrilling 6-pack challenge here at Night of Champions.
And of course, that match featured John Cena, Wade Barrett, Edge, Chris Jericho, and then champion Sheamus.
Nice move.
Oh. Here it comes.
And he reversed
Oh
it. Good
my
move there.
God. Oh my God.
These two guys destroyed the Cutting Edge program Friday night on SmackDown. It was absolute chaos that eventually
Back
ended in
and
Mark
forth
Henry
match.
again getting the best of Randy Orton.
And of course, that beatdown by Mark Henry was just one of many attacks on Randy Orton
Here he goes.
by the world's strongest man
Here
in
goes the
recent weeks.
signature.
You
Oh,
know what,
God.
Michael?
Bear hug.
Amazingly,
God.
it doesn't appear, though, that the beatings have negatively impacted
Dropped
the
him.
World Heavyweight Champion heading into this match. Well, I give him credit.
Oh,
Randy Orton is
no.
the apex
Here
predator
comes
of
Mark.
the WWE,
Ooh.
but he may have run into a bigger and stronger predator tonight in Mark Henry.
Hey, Mark Henry took out Big Show, he took out
Man.
Kane, and he has physically dominated Randy Orton at every turn in the weeks leading up to this match. And he's doing the same here tonight.
Yeah, Randy Orton is going to have
Randy
to show me
Orton's doing
something
good.
here if he hopes to keep the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist.
Wow. It seems like it's turning
The thing
around.
about Mark Henry is that he's so confident, and he's been on such a roll of late. If Randy
Oh, I
Orton
did
can
not know
cause
that.
that confidence to falter a bit, he's got a good chance.
Well, he looks to
Oh
be
my
building
God.
some momentum right here, Cole. But you know, Mark Henry, he can change the complexion of this match in a hurry.
We've seen it countless times in the past. Just when you think you have Mark Henry where you want him, he overpowers you and flattens you with the world's strongest slam. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the same thing here tonight.
Me either. A massive counter from Mark Henry.
Oh, God. Oh, of course. Of course, man. Oh, God, man. No. Oh, goodness. Huh?
A quick reversal by Mark Henry. Oh, that's devastating.
Oh. He's gonna do it.
Wait a minute,
Flash at him.
Henry. What a
Oh, my
move.
God. Just.
And will this be it? 2. No, that may be the closest I've seen a referee's hand come to hitting 3. And that's why he's the world's strongest man.
And Henry just squeezed the life out of his opponent there.
Henry just needs to do world's strongest slam. Oh, my God.
Look at the size of Mark Henry's legs. We haven't seen legs like that since the Brontosaurus died out. And Henry just squeezed the life out of his opponent there.
Wow, Mark Henry brought off his feet.
Whoa, I think I felt the ground shake on that one.
Oh my God, another headbutt.
Timber, and he falls hard. That was a heavy shot. Wow, Cole, did you see that? That laid him out cold.
Oh, what is Randy Orton doing? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, wow.
That'll wear down the big man.
Just to drop me. Okay.
Oh, reversal. Oh.
There's that strength again. Randy Orton, a victim of his own dirty deeds.
Mark Henry's waiting. He's slowly waiting. And
Such power and aggression behind that move.
Nope, we do not have been trained time soon, it seems.
Whoa, trying to put him away.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
out.
And he's gonna go for the world strongest slam.
That's it. He's done. We got a cover.
2. A kick out, and you can see the
Another
frustration
kick.
start to build.
Oh, geez, Randy Orton.
And Henry just squeezed the life out of his opponent there. No, not again. Ow. Ooh. What a reversal. How is he still on his feet? Man, that one rocked him.
Oh, no.
Oh, that
looking
is
to
the
finish it.
signature.
Astonishing maneuver by Randy Orton. Randy Orton can beat Mark Henry all night long. But with Mark Henry, all it takes,
And this has got to be it. 2, 3.
Randy Orton for the win. The fight will retain for World Heavyweight title.
and then you can bet weeks of frustration were just lifted from Randy Orton's shoulders. Oh, what a victory!
No. That was what a good run.
Randy Orton is going to have to use his quickness
Oh,
tonight.
boy.
He won't be able to overpower Mark Henry in this one.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if Randy Orton can even physically execute his RKO or DDT off the rope against a man the size of Mark Henry.
Time will tell, King. One thing's for certain, though. Randy Orton always plays mind games. If he can put some down into Mark Henry's head, the Viper's going to have a great chance here tonight.
Just
All right.
one big power
All right,
move after another.
Cool.
King, Mark Henry's entire career has led him to this point. 15 years of
wow.
setbacks are now all in the past, and this is his opportunity
Yeah, okay.
to prove that he is truly as dangerous as he's appeared to be
Mark
the
Henry.
past few months.
Oh, and what a 15 years it's been. There have been plenty of ups and downs for Mark Henry.
What do they say?
Well, we saw him as a member of the Nation of Domination, become European champion, ECW champion even.
Yes, but on the flip side, we've also unfortunately seen Mark Henry do such things as, well, father a hand.
Ooh, I remember that. Hey, everybody
Henry
makes
seems like
mistakes.
he's doing
It's
good
whether
so
you
far.
learn from those mistakes that counts most.
Ugh.
By the way, I wouldn't bring that up so loudly if I were you. I think he's within earshot. You know, I thought it was telling to hear Mark Henry talk about his injuries and setbacks Friday night on SmackDown. In his words, he just didn't cut it. He wasn't ready to be champion.
Well, I think Mark Henry has put all that in the past. This is a new Mark Henry, and for the past 6 months, it's all been about the domination of the world's strongest man.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Cole. This
boy,
is a
here
new
it
Mark
goes.
Henry. It took him 15 years to get here, but
Oh,
now that he's arrived,
backdrop.
there
Oh,
appears
Randy
to be
Orton
no
told him to
stopping.
come back.
Well, this match has to be a bit of a
headbutt.
culture shock for Randy Orton, who spent
like
most
Mark
of the
Henry
summer
loves doing it. Oh,
battling
my
Christian
God.
over the World Heavyweight Championship.
You would have to think that transitioning from a fast-paced aerial attack like that of Pritchard to ground and pound and power assault of Mark Henry would be jarring at first.
Well, you're right, but
Was
if
that-
anybody can make that adjustment, it's the Viper. Over the
very
nearly
scary.
10 years Randy Orton has taken on all comers in all shapes and sizes.
And he's also taken on the absolute best. Hulk Hogan, Triple H, and Undertaker immediately come to mind as classic Randy Orton opponents.
These two guys destroyed the Cutting Edge program Friday night on SmackDown. It was absolute chaos that eventually ended in Mark Henry again getting the best of Randy Orton.
Taking
Just
off.
one of many attacks on Randy Orton by the world's strongest man in recent weeks.
You know what, Michael? Amazingly, it doesn't appear, though, that the beatings have negatively impacted the World Heavyweight Champion heading into this match.
The thing about Mark Henry is that he's so confident, and he's been on such a roll of late. If Randy Orton can cause that confidence to falter a bit, he's got a good chance.
Well, he looks to be building some momentum right here,
now.
Cole. But you know, Mark Henry, he can change the complexion of this match in a hurry.
We've seen it countless times in the past. Just when you think you have Mark Henry where you want him, he overpowers you and flattens you with the world's strongest slam. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the same thing here tonight.
Me either.
King Mark Henry is more
Seems
dangerous
like
and reckless than
even
ever before.
contest
He's
right
proving
now.
it right now
King
against
Mark
Randy
Henry.
Orton.
Oh, you're right. Mark Henry promised that he would induct Randy Orton into his Hall of Pain here tonight. And from the looks of it, he's looking to make good on that promise.
But at the same time, if anybody can stop Mark Henry, it's Randy Orton. And that RKO, as we've seen in the past, can come out of nowhere.
You know, great counter.
Oh, what a reversal.
And he gets leveled.
He's going. Oh, another one.
Oh, man, what a shot.
He anticipated that move
Mark Henry
perfectly.
says no. Takes him down. Good stomps there from Mark Henry. Oh, what is this?
Well, give him credit. Randy
him.
Orton is the apex predator of the WWE, but we may have run into a bigger and stronger predator tonight in Mark Henry.
Hey, Mark Henry took out Big Show. He took out Kane,
what
and he
a
has physically
slam down.
dominated Randy Orton at every turn in the weeks leading up to this
no.
match. And he's doing the same here tonight.
Yeah, Randy Orton is going to have to show me something here if he hopes to keep the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Mark Henry is not someone to sleep on. He's still not through. Oh my gosh!
Now it is show-off time.
Don't waste time gloating
Hey,
here.
Randy Orton got it. He's going for the spike TDT.
That should do it right there.
Not even a 1 count. Yeah.
Oh, this isn't.
That's got to be it.
over
Randy
the
Orton,
RKO.
that finishing move.
Randy Orton can beat Mark
rope
Henry
break.
all night long. But with Mark Henry, all it takes is one big shot, and it could be all over for the White.
And if that happens, Mark Henry would become the new World Heavyweight Champion, marking the culmination of a career-long battle for respect.
But first, Mark Henry must find a way to counter this ruthless attack from Randy Orton that we're watching.
Yeah. Oh.
Great reversal.
Sarah needs to find a way out of this one. Oh, man.
What a shot.
Oh, no.
Mark Henry is really bleeding in there. Look out.
And
There
there
you
goes the
go.
Viper.
Oh, man. Yeah, Randy's getting roughed up right now.
And he does it one more time.
And take down. Oh, why did I pick him up? No.
And Randy takes a hard shot. Whoa! Whoa!
Here goes the splash.
That's it. He's out.
Yeah.
This could do it.
Good.
Two.
No, 2. Randy Orton survives.
Randy Orton's still in it. This match is gonna continue.
There's the pin. Can his opponent get a kick out after round 2?
2.5. How is that
Reversal
possible?
there.
No, I don't think that's possible, Randy.
Devastating takedown to Orton.
Yeah, well,
You're
now
doing
you got
your
to capitalize on
magic
it.
tricks
Because
on
Orton
me
won't stay
here
down for
tonight.
long.
What are you doing here? Stop it.
Man, Mark
Oh, my
Henry,
God.
what offense. Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one.
Ooh.
Ow.
And
And that one hit with the force of a big rig.
He does it again.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Mark Henry is gaining the momentum now. He is taking the lead.
Whoa.
He's measuring.
Here goes up. Goes up. Oh my God. Strong slam.
Uh-oh, look at
He
this.
goes up, strong slam. Bam.
Oh, jeez.
There's a cover.
Two count and a kick out.
Oh,
No.
Arn's
there it
still
is.
in this match.
And Randy takes a hard shot. No, not again.
Oh
He got it.
man, another one.
Oh.
And keeps
Talk about
going
catching a
until the Randy Orton stays
No,
out
not
for
again.
good.
Devastating
Jeez.
takedown to Orton.
Yeah, well, now you got to capitalize on it because Orton won't stay down for long. And down he goes.
Oh man, Mark Henry feeling it.
Great move. Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
Woo. Wow, Mark Henry dominating the
And
match.
he's toast.
He's feeling it. I think he has a signature. Ready and waiting. Oh, going up. Oh no. No, not Randy. Oh,
He's
God.
done.
Setting up for another.
We might
World
be seeing the
Strongest
beginning of
Man.
the
This is
end.
the second one tonight, folks.
What a move.
And he got it!
Mark Henry's
done it! We have a new champion!
And now we are gonna go versus the Great Khali. Ah, great. Here comes the Great Khali.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from India, standing over 7 feet tall, the Great Khali.
Look at the tremendous size of the Punjabi Nightmare, but as Mark Henry alluded to earlier, the Great Khali felt the wrath of the World Heavyweight Champion this past Monday night.
Yeah, it should have been a match on Monday Night Raw, but it never happened after Mark Henry clobbered the Great Khali in the back of the head with the World Championship. Then the champ flattened Khali with the World's Strongest Slam.
King, I don't think we're going to get many figure fours or STFs in this one.
Right.
This is all about power versus power. The Great Khali versus Mark Henry.
You're right. I doubt it'll be a clinic in scientific wrestling. But if you like bodies colliding at full force, this match will be for you, that's for sure.
Both of these men are so powerful, but I'd have to give the edge of strength to Henry.
Yeah.
He legitimately is the world's strongest man, and that's not hyperbole, folks. It's a fact.
Hyperbole. Wow, big word. And down he goes.
Of course, the Great Khali, a
Hyperbole.
former World Heavyweight Champion in his own right, having won the title back in July 2007.
Yet he had to fend off 19 other men in an over-the-top rope battle royal to become champion. The last man he eliminated, the Animal, Batista.
Mark Henry is also in that battle royal. If I remember correctly, it took about a dozen superstars to get the world's strongest man over the top rope.
Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. But can you imagine if the Great Khali beats Mark Henry here tonight? That would have to put him right back into the title picture, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Big right hand, right to the chin.
Whoa.
You know, earlier this year, we
Great Khali
actually saw
thinks
these
he
two
can beat
behemoths unite as a tag team on more than one occasion. Remember, Michael?
Yeah, I do. And could you imagine
No,
if the
no,
Great
no,
Khali
no,
and
no.
Mark
Oh,
Henry
my
delivering
God.
tripling punishment?
Oh, look at this. Mark Henry has done it again. Another big win here.
Oh, gosh, he just won. Easily. Just put away the Great Khali.
I ain't running from nobody. And I'm never, ever losing this title.
We may be in for the most dangerous.
Jeez, Mark Henry, so dangerous. Oh gosh. Here it is. The Big Show taking on Mark Henry at vengeance for the World Heavyweight Championship.
It's the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, defending his World Heavyweight.
So dominant.
They're watching this match all over the world tonight in places like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Austria, and of course our men and women of our U.S. Armed Forces watching all over the world and on our ships at sea.
You mentioned ships? Well, this one's going to be like two ships passing it. Well, they're not going to be passing tonight. They're going to...
Humanity in the ring for this matchup, a combined 897 pounds.
Oh, clothesline! And that shot was dialed in.
Mark Henry and Big Show have so much in common, aside from the obvious size and strength similarities. For instance, both are former ECW champions.
Yeah, and fortunately for them, both unsuccessfully tried to end Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. Well, that'll take some steam out of the big man. Man, when you look at the size of Mark Henry's legs, we haven't seen legs like that since the Brontosaurus died out. Backdrop!
And the knuckles connect. A sharp kick.
Big Show on the attack. And here's Big Show wreaking havoc.
Whoa, he did that whole combo.
Oh, what an elbow drop. No, not again. These are two of the largest men in the world battling over the World Heavyweight Championship. We're really testing the limits of that ring.
And this one truly is giant versus giant. There's so much riding on this one, King.
Man, you got that right, Cole. Big Show wants revenge, obviously. But Mark Henry wants nothing more than to continue his reign at the top. After 15 years of waiting, he's not even close to ready to give all that up. Big Show was very emotional when he returned. He almost broke down into tears, Michael. He wants so badly to repay Mark Henry for what he did to him at Night of Champions.
Big Show has promised to repay Mark Henry 10 times over for all the pain he suffered physically and emotionally over the past several weeks.
Yeah, and that's not all, Cole. He's also promised to take from Mark Henry the one thing that validates his entire career, and that's the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, it was a bit unorthodox, but you have to appreciate the way Big Show got this title opportunity tonight. He saw something he wanted, and he went after it.
Unorthodox indeed. After Mark Henry refused to grant Big Show a title match, Show simply attacked Henry until General Manager Theodore Long had no choice but to give in to Big Show and give him the match he wanted.
Yeah, you know, if Theodore Long never gave Big Show his match, there's no telling what type of long-term damage Mark Henry would have sustained.
I'll tell you what would have happened. Big Show would have returned the favor. He would have broken Mark Henry's leg. I'm convinced of it. Given what he's been through the past several weeks, Big Show has to be concerned for the well-being of his injured leg.
Yeah, I know Big Show was eager to get back in the ring, but there's no way that he's 100% healed right now. He may be asking his leg to do too much, too soon.
If Mark Henry can carry out a focused attack on that leg, he'll find himself in a very favorable position to win. Mark Henry mockingly told Big Show he should be thanking him for offering him a 4-month vacation.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that Big Show's injury was far from a vacation. I know for a fact that he spent hours a day rehabilitating that leg just so he could climb back into that ring here tonight.
And you would have to think that along the way, Big Show used the image of Mark Henry walking around with the World Heavyweight Championship as motivation.
You know, Cole, I'm not supposed to be biased as a commentator, but forgive me if I'm rooting a bit too heavily for the Big Show. I still haven't quite forgotten what Mark Henry did to me last month on Raw.
Of course, my partner's referring to Mark Henry viciously driving him through the announce table with the world's strongest slam. And King,
you remember what I suffered from that, right?
Yeah, and King, I can't say that I blame you. And he gets back in.
He's scared.
What a move! What a smart move! Knocked down. What a shot!
He may get the 3 count right here.
Oh. What are you doing, Big Show? Stop that. Stop that. it just happened.
Wow, I don't know if this arena can take another impact like that.
Let's go. Stalking him. And stalking him.
Narrowly avoids the attack there.
And the
Just trying to
takedown
goad
again.
his opponent into making a mistake here.
Whoa!
He's measuring.
Up with the signature. There goes Mark.
A resounding move by Mark Henry. Well, Mark Henry's Hall of Fame is getting crowded. But you know, Cole, by the looks of things here, they may need to make room for the first ever two-time inductee, The Big Show.
Big Show will need to find a way to
And-
counter.
That's it. He's done.
Go.
The cover.
Ring the bell.
3. And Henry gets the win. There should be no doubt in anyone's mind that he is...
Not how it went down, but the faster way to finish it.
Well, nearly a half ton of humanity in the ring in this matchup. Combined
It was actually a draw, I believe.
897 pounds.
Yep.
What are we seeing here?
The ring imploding. Bam! Implodes. And since neither of them can get back up, so now it's Daniel Bryan, Mark Henry, and The Big Show. Oh no, it's Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan.
It's totally unfair that Mark Henry has to defend his championship tonight inside the steel cage on that bum leg. Of course, the leg injured by Big Show was a result of an attack at Survivor Series.
Wait a minute, Cole. Are you serious? Why is that unfair?
Mark Henry was forced into this match by SmackDown General Manager Theodore Long. He's clearly in no shape to compete here tonight. Long's just a boot.
Well, I don't feel sorry for Henry at all.
And that's why he's the world's strongest man.
Well, Daniel Bryan cannot get cornered inside that cage. If he does, Mark Henry will pick him apart.
And look at
Oh
Mark
my God,
Henry
what was that?
sending Daniel Bryan into the cage.
Oh, my gosh. Poor Daniel Bryan.
Oh, no,
Can
don't
you
do it.
imagine being thrown into that steel by the world's strongest man? What an impact. Oh,
Come on, Mark Henry.
Daniel Bryan squashed.
Yeah, crushing him. Mark Henry, such a dangerous competitor.
And look at the size of Mark Henry compared to poor Daniel Bryan. Oh, no! Slingshotted right into that steel cage face first.
Yeah, the veteran Henry realizing that he can use that cage as a weapon, and that's what he's doing here.
Every inch of it. Oh, my gosh, you got to wonder, can Daniel Bryan even get up after this beating?
I heard a lot of talk in the locker room area earlier today that many doctors wouldn't have cleared Mark Henry for action here tonight.
I don't know who you're talking to, Cole. What are you doing back in the locker room anyway? The bottom line is that Mark Henry passed a thorough exam and actually looks to be moving quite well right now.
By the way, athletes like myself are allowed in the locker room, and keep in mind that it was Theodore Long's hand-picked doctor that cleared Henry tonight. I find that a little suspicious.
My God.
He didn't need a
Doesn't
GPS
seem
to
like
find the
Daniel
mark.
Bryan's gonna get any offense.
I think Daniel Bryan fans were hoping for a Christmas miracle here tonight, but this looks more like a Christmas massacre.
Oh, Mark Henry. I mean, look at Mark Henry now. Oh, and Daniel Bryan from behind. Somehow Daniel Bryan thwarting Mark Henry as Henry tried to climb to the top rope. And look at Bryan go. Bryan's trying to escape here.
Hey,
King.
he's almost down. Daniel Bryan is almost down. He's at the top of Mark Henry. Hanging on, pulling Daniel Bryan back in. Daniel Bryan was nearly the champion there.
Oh no.
But what's Bryan thinking now?
Oh,
Is this going to
Mark
work on the
Henry.
world's strongest man? No.
No way.
Not enough power.
Oh no.
But Daniel Bryan looking to use the shoulders and girth of Henry to climb up and out of the cage.
Oh, no,
He's
no,
going to
no,
make it.
no.
Is Daniel Bryan? No.
Mark Henry again
Grab him
using his
back in the
strength.
ring.
Oh,
Yeah, grab
vicious
him.
headbutt.
Oh God. Oh no.
Mark Henry
He's
back
gonna
in
do a
trouble.
super.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Strongest
Don't do
slam.
this.
Oh my God! He's gonna crush Daniel Bryan. World's strongest slam from the second rope.
That's it. Daniel Bryan has taken so much punishment. I'm wondering if he's going to make it through this match.
2, 3.
Oh,
Mark
God, that was
Henry
a
gets
fast
the
count,
win.
too.
Ladies and gentlemen, say what you will about Mark Henry, but what a courageous effort here tonight, standing literally on one leg.
Yeah, now it's Big Show versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship at the TLC.
Oh, damn, Brian. Lord, right. Got crushed. I'm doing it super. World's strongest slam.
While the world's strongest man managed to power through an ankle injury against Daniel Bryan,
Mark Henry coming into this match, not 100%.
he couldn't overcome the power of a giant.
Oh, and a right hand connected! He may be out cold.
And then
The following contest is a handicap
and
match.
this is the last match.
Approaching the ring first from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds,
Handicap match.
the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Suspended, I believe.
This man, Mark Henry, delivered quite a beating to Ryback just a few weeks ago on SmackDown.
Yeah, but let's not forget that the damage Mark Henry did came after the Shield interfered. It's not like Henry didn't have some help.
Oh, and the Usos.
And his opponents,
The Usos.
total combined weight of 475 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Usos think they
The Usos clearly have the numbers advantage here tonight, and let me tell you something, they're going to need it.
Well, you got that right, Cole. Mark Henry is in a foul mood.
We're just 13 nights away from WrestleMania, where this man, Mark Henry, will square off against
on a
Ryback.
timer.
And you have to wonder how wise it is for Mark Henry to climb into the ring with two competitors so close to such a big match.
Well, we've seen Ryback take on two superstars at once. Mark Henry simply letting Ryback know that he, too, can beat two men.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Mark Henry and Ryback, two of the strongest men in WWE today, locking horns in 2 weeks at WrestleMania.
And remember, Ryback was flattened by 3 World's Strongest Slams just a few weeks ago.
And if Mark Henry can do that at WrestleMania, he will undoubtedly be walking away with the win.
Statement to Ryback here.
Sending a statement?
Hey,
yes.
you
But
not
can
hit
Mark
the
Henry
your
do it
fan
again
favorite.
when he
You just hit
squares
the
off
referee
against
for no
Ryback
reason.
at WrestleMania?
That remains to be seen, King. One thing's for certain, though, Mark Henry will not stop until he inducts Jey Uso into the Hall of Fame.
When Ryback squares off against the world's strongest man at WrestleMania, it'll mark the Human Wrecking Ball's first ever match at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Boy,
Oh my gosh! And Jimmy's going to need to utilize his speed advantage if he wants to continue success.
And he manages to get the shoulder up.
Oh, dude, you're clever, huh?
Oh man,
That.
what a neck breaker!
Let's take it off, buddy.
Bam! Ooh, that did it! No, not again!
There's a great video tribute to Mark Henry right now on WWE.com. It goes back in
straight
time
in.
to feature many of Henry's feats of strength over the years, and one of them includes you, King.
Yeah, I remember. I was the unfortunate victim of Mark Henry the first time he ever stepped foot in a WWE ring. From that moment on, I knew Mark Henry was going to be something special.
And if you go to WWE.com right now, you can see Mark Henry press slamming the King over his head and tossing him clear across the ring.
And it won't hurt my feelings if you don't watch it. These guys clearly have a bright future, but it's not looking so good for them right now, Cole.
Mark Henry appears bent on destroying the Usos.
And you'd have to think that Ryback is watching with a close eye. I can only imagine what he's thinking while watching this destruction.
What are you doing, Goody? Wait, why? What are you doing? Come on, get over here.
No, not again! Oh boy, the Usos have made this monster mad. And take it from me, you do not want to make Mark Henry mad.
And I can't speak for Mark Henry, but I'm willing to bet he sees Ryback with each crushing blow.
That's it. He's done. This man.
Oh,
I don't know how much
come
longer
on.
he's going to be able to go.
You think you're funny for doing that, huh?
Reversal.
Okay.
He gets out of trouble there.
Hey, ref, you just gonna let him do that? Oh, that's the
He was able to reverse
woman
that.
was for you.
Oh, reversal. Oh.
Somehow. They think they're funny. Think I appreciate it.
Jimmy needs to get away. A massive counter from Mark Henry.
No. You will go down.
Uh-oh, look at this.
One way or another.
Trying to put him away.
You're going out, buddy.
What a move.
And the Usos, they tried their best, but Mark Henry victorious again.
Oh, God. I'm gonna drop each Uso with a world's strongest.
And there's
Oh,
an overhand right.
hit me.
Oh,
How
he
could
lands
you-
that one
what are
right
you
to the
doing?
head. Nice move.
Oh my God. No.
Wait a minute, Henry.
You take this slam with. Oh,
You gotta be kidding me.
Devastating. Simply devastating.
sleeping time is now for you.
Resounding move by Mark Henry.
He's setting up.
Oh, not that one. Gonna give you just
We might be
flashing
seeing
time.
the beginning of the end.
Here you go.
Oh, man.
There
And
you
that'll
go.
take the wind out of your sails.
Woo, a little showboating going on here.
That's what I do.
All good things must come to an end. But I wish that match could have gone on a little longer.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to these two behemoths, Mark Henry and Ryback, probably the two strongest men in the WWE today, locking horns in 2 weeks at WrestleMania.
And you know,
Mark
at this point in his career,
Henry
King,
standing
Mark
tall.
Henry may very well be the most dangerous man in all of WWE right now. Ryback, beware.
And I'm pretty sure that's it.
Just 1 year after his debut, Ryback was proving to be an unstoppable force.
Into the shell shock.
But this ruthless superstar may have bitten off more than he could chew when he looked in the direction of the world's strongest man.
Ooh. We get to at least do that match? Yeah! I actually don't ruin this one.
The following contest is set for one fall. Approaching the ring first.
Yes, it's me. Mark Henry versus Ryback at WrestleMania. The last match of this showcase.
Mark Henry, a former world champion, checks in tonight at 412 pounds.
Now, wait a minute. Actually, Mark told me he's really not that big. He said the camera adds a few pounds.
Yeah, okay, sure, that's your excuse. Anyway, Ryback goes 291, and you're looking at not only the most powerful men in WWE, but the entire world.
You slamming me all about?
And Ryback reverses it.
Throw yourself, because I'm going to make a comeback.
Ryback is a force within the ring.
It's a chilly one, King. In fact, this is the coldest that WrestleMania has ever been while coming from an outdoor arena. 55 degrees.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
lend me your jacket, Cole. It's definitely a far cry from last year when WrestleMania hailed from sunny Miami, Florida. You know, over the years here in WWE, we've seen some of the great strong men compete. Men like Ted Arcidi, Ken Patera, Tony Atlas, and of course, Hall of Famer Bruno Sammartino. But never before have two such powerful men been in the ring with so much on the line at WrestleMania.
No, not in the prime of their careers. These two are on an absolute collision course.
Yeah, and of course we know about Ryback's strength, but you have to wonder if he has what it takes to get the mighty Mark Henry up into a shell shock. He sweeps his leg, and there's the STO!
I don't think so.
Mark Henry wants
way how
nothing
things
more
are going
than to
right
add
now.
Ryback to the Hall of Pain here tonight. And he looks to be off to a good start.
When the world's strongest man gets on a roll, how do you stop him? How do you turn the tide?
Well, quite simply, you don't. You just hope he makes a mistake that you can capitalize on.
Of course, this match taking place in the shadows of New York City, the site of the first ever WrestleMania.
And who would have thought on that night that WrestleMania would be back nearly 3 decades later in front of more than 80,000 screaming fans?
WrestleMania truly has turned into a spectacle until itself. And if you remember, that first WrestleMania also featured 2 massive men squaring off when Hall of Famers Andre the Giant and Big John Studd battled in a $15,000 body slam challenge.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget the sight of Andre the Giant tossing that bag full of money out into the crowd. It was so historic.
Ryback is run over. He's destroyed everybody that has been put in his path up to this point.
Yeah, and at this point, it looks like Mark Henry may join the list of unfortunate victims of the human wrecking ball.
Mark Henry has vowed to put Ryback in the Hall of Pain tonight, but at this point, that promise may very well be broken.
Somewhere in the back of Ryback's mind has to be the pain.
Oh my, what a move! 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, General Manager Booker T instituted a no-contact rule between Mark Henry and Ryback.
How awesome was that?
You know, I think it shocked Mark.
His shoulders are down. 2.
Close one. That could have ended the match right there.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Oh, wait,
Great
you deal
reversal.
with that.
A quick reversal by Ryback.
Are we really gonna keep doing this?
He gets out of trouble there.
I cannot do this all day.
A quick reversal
Are
by
we really
Ryback.
doing this?
He was one step ahead on that one.
And Ryback just whipping Mark Henry into the corner. And the powerhouse Ryback now stalking the world's strongest man. And King, Mark Henry may have met his match.
You're right about that. We've wondered for months who could stop or even slow down Mark Henry. Well, look at this.
The meat hook clothesline.
That put Mark Henry flat on his back.
And now can Ryback capitalize? Can the big guy capitalize?
Well, you can tell from the look in Ryback's eyes, he's ready to end this match.
Is he really gonna?
Ryback is stalking Mark Henry. Is he going to be able to do this, King? Is he going to be able to get that 400-pound frame up on his shoulders for Shell Shock?
Shell Shock coming up, and he's got him.
He's got him. I can't believe it. He's got him. He's got him.
Mark Henry is his. Whoa.
Oh, Mark Henry grabbed the top rope.
Oh God.
Now both Ryback and Mark Henry are down. Oh my God, what's going to happen now?
Oh, good Lord.
And Ryback gets driven down the mat.
Oh,
I
how
think
the
that's
mighty
it.
have...
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
No, a kick out for Ryback.
Ryback is still in it somehow. Oh. In a headbutt.
Pure power, just physically dominant.
Wow, what an STO!
Takedown, an STO, and another one. Oh.
Look out! Headbutt!
What?
Oh man, what a shot!
Mixing it up.
Wait a minute!
Henry.
Gonna put the big guy.
Oh, a resounding move by Mark Henry.
Back is almost over. He's really in.
Oh, what a counter.
And that's a shot that could drop a grizzly.
Sure, that rope break. Yep. Sure. That is a rope break. You know that.
That's devastating. What an impact from that kick. What an STO. He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Another shot with the boot.
Stomping him.
Oh!
And right back.
Keep in mind that if it weren't for the interference of a referee, Ryback may very well be WWE Champion right now.
Well, of course, King, referring to Ryback's WWE Championship opportunity against CM Punk at Hell in a Cell, where Ryback appeared to have the win in hand before rogue referee Brad Maddox stepped in and changed the course of history.
What a move.
He could pin his opponent right here. 3.
Ryback has defeated the world's strongest man.
Oh, are you kidding me? Ryback may have just put the entire WWE roster on notice. Look out for the human wrecking ball.
Oh,
Mark Henry, a former world champion, checks in tonight at 412 pounds.
Now, wait a minute. Actually, Mark told me he's really not that big. He said the camera adds a few pounds.
Yeah, okay, sure. That's your excuse. Anyway, Ryback goes 291, and you're looking at not only the most powerful men in WWE, but the entire world.
Oh, clothesline! Oh, talk about getting flattened. Oh, Mark Henry wants nothing more than to add Ryback to the Hall of Pain here tonight. And he looks to be off to a good start.
When the world's strongest man gets on a roll, how do you stop him? How do you turn the tide?
Well, quite simply, you don't. You just hope he makes a mistake that you can capitalize on.
2 weeks ago on SmackDown, General Manager Booker T instituted a no-contact rule between Mark Henry and Ryback. So he put together a bench press challenge. Who could do the most consecutive reps at 225 pounds? Mark Henry went first and did 53.
Yeah, and then came Ryback. And once Ryback hit 53, Mark Henry stepped in to make sure the human wrecking ball didn't break his record by forcing the bar down across the throat of Ryback.
And of course, Mark Henry got away with it due to a technicality. He never actually touched Ryback. It was the bar that he came in contact with. It's a chilly one, King. In fact, this is the coldest that WrestleMania has ever been while coming from an outdoor arena. 55 degrees.
Oh, man. Loan me your jacket, Cole. It's definitely a far cry from last year when WrestleMania hailed from sunny Miami, Florida. And he's toast.
Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here. And he dodges that one.
Last match here. No.
And he gets leveled. No, not again.
Oh, no. Stomps after stomp. It seems like Randy
And he gets out of the way.
Up for Randy. Wow. Embarrassing. I'm stuck in Randy Orton now. Help.
It's not someone to sleep on.
And there's the reversal.
And Ryback.
Now both Ryback and Mark Henry are down. Oh my God, what's going to happen now?
Really? Why so delayed? Huh?
A quick reversal by Mark Henry.
Hey. I'm going to slam you down.
Henry.
But
That's it. He's done.
Slam.
He thinks he
Ring
has
the
it.
bell.
2,
It's over.
3. Mark Henry gets the win.
Mark Henry did it.
Mark Henry has knocked off Ryback.
Oh, wow. What an impressive victory for the world's strongest man.
Wow. That's it. And that should end the showcase. Finally becoming world champion. Yes, and for anyone who's wondering, to get the all complete, you would have to do the objectives that they set for each match. So for next time, we're gonna do the path of the warrior. So you can look forward to that, and I believe that is all for today. So always stay dashing, take care, have a nice day, and yes, take care, stay dashing. See you next time.